Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett. It's a new month. We've got a new unboxing of Blindbox Comics' latest release. So for those who don't know, Blindbox Comics is one of the newest entries when it comes to boxes that are out there. This one's specifically for comic book fans, and it delivers a bunch of individual comics every single month. Now, where this one's a little bit different is there's basically 3 different versions. There's one where you get like 5 comics that are kind of hand-picked, usually number 1, some really cool comics. It's been some solid entries so far. The next is they've got a variant edition where you get a variant of a comic, but even that variant has a little specialty to it. We'll explain that in about a second when we actually open this up. The third is a combination of the 2. So let's open this up and we're going to show off what's inside. So last month I had some luck with our box, and that is because the way the variant works is there's usually 3 different types. Well, there are 3 different types. There's one that is kind of like the general one that I think there's about 1,000 copies. There's another that's like 500 copies, and there's a third that's like 100 copies. Now you get a random amount of them, or a random one in your box, so you don't know necessarily what you're going to get. You're just, you're going to get a variant. What was cool last month, for those who watched the video, is our variant not only was a variant, but it was also signed. So what they did on top of just the normal variants and the different switches is they had some of each signed. So while we got the variant that there was like the most out of, it also had an autograph. So we got a variant, cool, autographed, even better. And it came with the certificate of authenticity. So we're going to see if we can do 2 months in a row of getting some awesomeness. So let's go through our choices. And first up, we've got American Monster. It's from publisher Aftershock Comics. I love seeing like hardcore independent comics in these boxes. I've been imploring with Blindbox to have much more indie comics in there. Aftershock definitely counts. They're fairly new, but they've got a really strong lineup. The American Monster is from Brian Azzarello, who's done like 100 Bullets, a whole bunch of other fantastic comics. Amazing writer. The first issue is it's interesting. I read it. I thought it was pretty good. Second issue is out this week, so great timing. And basically the story is there's a guy who got injured in war, apparently, probably Afghanistan or Iraq or something like that, and is going back to a hometown, kind of like a Walking Tall sort of stance, but he actually isn't there to clean up the mess, he's there to just take over. Cool comic. Next we got Ted McKeever's Pencilhead. Ted McKeever does some fantastic comics. This one's from Image Comics. I have not read this one. I will be completely honest on that one. However, it got a fantastic review from one of Graphic Policy's reviewers, so definitely check that out. Pencilhead is Ted McKeever's semi-autobiographical take on the whacked-out world of the comic book industry. Journey along as we witness protagonist Poodwaddle's trials and tribulations of working and sustaining his place in the absurd world of comics, where what happens behind the scenes is far more twisted and bizarrely hilarious than anything on the printed page. This one's for mature readers, and I should say the American Monster was also for mature readers. This one, actually loved it. Okay, so Marvel's been having their all new, all different. I personally think it's a whole bunch of middle. There's very little that's great. There's very little that's completely dog shit. Most of it is in the middle. This is one of the great comics. Old Man Logan is Jeff Lemire, and I'm totally blanking on the artist, Sorrentino, and I can't think of the first name, and I feel really, really bad about it. Basically, it takes Old Man Logan, who we saw in the Secret War storyline, who first was seen in a Mark Millar story, like way back in Wolverine 85 or something like that. Like, it's many years ago. Great storyline. That Old Man Logan is taken from the future, I guess, and put into the modern day. Basically, it takes the awesomeness of the Western vibe of the Old Man Logan story and twists and puts in a nice revenge tale on top of it. Really takes the genre that the original story was in and expands it and puts it in the Marvel universe of today. Awesome comic. Second issue is absolutely fantastic as well. Gem. Truly, truly outrageous. Gem of the Holograms, IDW Publishing. They've been knocking it out of the park. This is one of the most praised series of 2015. They've got a new storyline coming here with Gem number 11's The Dark Gem Part 1. Yeah, so this one is Something's Wrong with Synergy. As Gem of the Hologram's first tour begins, something or someone called Silica is after them, but who or what is she? Meanwhile, the Misfits need to replace their lead singer fast and maybe even permanently. This one's for age 12 and up, also highly praised. I think we've got a great review of it on our site as well. Bloodshot Reborn. I think Valiant definitely has the best superhero universe out there. Their lines are beyond consistent. It's fantastic. I can't praise them enough. Highly recommend pretty much everything that Valiant does. So Bloodshot kicks off. It's part one of the Analog Man. It's Jeff Lemire, Louis LaRosa, Brian Reber. Jeff Lemire is an amazing writer. This is the actual second issue of Jeff Lemire's that was in this package. Old Man Logan's also done by him. So Bloodshot Reborn is many years from now, Los Angeles has become a post-apocalyptic wasteland. Once unstoppable killing machine known as Bloodshot has become the Analog Man. Hopelessly outdated, Bloodshot's take on a new role as protector of a small town, eking out a subsistence existence with the great love of his life, magic, and protecting a group of stragglers who've weathered the storm. Basically, it's kind of like Old Man Logan, except, yeah, in the Valiant universe. Really, that's basically what it is. But it's really, really good. Check it out. Also got fantastic review on our site. Finally, they actually have a bonus in here, a blind bonus. This is Low #1. I loved this series. Rick Remender, Tocchini is the artist. Greg Tocchini. How do I describe this? Basically, everyone's living underwater. The Earth's like scorched, and they're trying to get the hell off the planet. Really, really crazy series. I don't quite know how to describe it. It's sci-fi. It's good. It's just really, really good. This one's a bonus. Should definitely check it out. So it's one of Image First. Image has been reprinting a lot of their first issues for just $1. It's a bonus comic. Don't complain about it. So really, really good. Overall, we have a nice smattering of comics. There's some Image, there's some Marvel, there's some Valiant, and there's some Aftershock in there. It's a great, great mix. A lot of mature titles, so they kind of need to watch that a little bit, because obviously mature isn't great for everyone, but a little bit of something for everyone. Otherwise, there's a lot of mix in here. Really, really good bunch of comics. All of those I would recommend. If someone came to me and said, hey, what comics should we go and pick up? Those could possibly be on my list. And a lot of them probably would be on the list. But this is what everyone really wants, right? We've got a variant. They've told us what the variant is. It's Devolution, #1 blind variant. It's a new series, again, by Rick Remender, who also did Low, that was in here. And John Wayshak. Devolution is from Dynamite. Yeah, it's a cool series. Gotten some good reviews on our site. It's one I haven't personally read yet. But second issue is out this week, so perfect timing. But since it's kind of like a world destroyed, Blindbox immediately thought of Planet of the Apes and have a variant for the first issue done by Jay Lee. Now the question is, which one are we getting? And it looks like we've got the Virgin Color Edition I'm going with. I think this is the Virgin Color Edition. So there's 3 different versions. There's a Color Edition of 800, Black and White Edition of 150, and a Virgin Color Edition of just 50. Yeah, there's just 50 of these out in the world. Bonus. It's 2 for 2, ladies and gentlemen. I'm thinking we're rocking this. So I think overall this is like the 3rd or 4th one. I think the 3rd box. Pretty sure the 3rd box. First one, we got the normal version. Second one, we got a normal version, but autographed. And the 3rd one is the huge score. This is the Virgin edition of Devolution #1 with a Jay Lee variant cover. Just 50 out in existence. Awesome. Stuff like this is why I'm going to stick around, because there's something really fun about opening up a box, not just getting a variant, but getting one of 3 variants. So you're getting a variant of a variant. Really like it. So overall, I keep on saying I really like Blindbox Comics, or the Blindbox Comics. I'm loving their variant stuff. I think it's really, really neat. It's a great concept. It's a great idea. Their main box, it's a fantastic mix of comics. Just because I run the site, basically, I get to read a good chunk of those anyways, and there's comics, most of those comics I already have. So, there's that. But I'm going to keep on getting it, because I actually think it's really good value, and they tend to put in some solid comics. one of these months there's going to be something in there that I have not read, and I'm going to completely say, holy shit, this is awesome. They've got a good mix of mainstream, i.e. Old Man Logan, and kind of like hard to get American Monster. It's not one that you're going to find on a lot of shelves. And of course, the blind variant makes it a lot of fun. So, as always, thank you for watching. This has been Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett. We've been doing an unboxing of the Blindbox Comics. I think this is month 3. If you liked what you see and you kind of like this concept, I recommend it for comic book fans. You can order one from the link underneath. It's not an affiliate link. I'm not endorsing. I make nothing off this video other than, you know, the advertising. Go order it. I'm actually recommending it. See, I do recommend things when, you know, we're not getting paid. So, honest broker here. As always, thank you for watching. You can catch us every single day at graphicpolicy.com. You can also catch us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, as always, thank you for watching and supporting us and our site, and keep it geeky.